back to the channel. So it is a very cold, wet, damp, dark Saturday morning, and we are going to try to take on to backfill some of this wall. So how are we going to get back up into it? Well, this is how. Alright, so we're getting through it here. We're loading up some of the bigger stuff, and we've only a few more buckets of it, I'd say, to put in before we start going on to the till, and we'll not be that long doing it. The machine itself is a little tricky to drive when you're not used to them, but I'm getting used to it now at this stage. A good few buckets down and in. Not really much time to do much recording, so it is what it is. But yeah, ready to go. I'll set up maybe, if the 360 camera here, I might set it up somewhere, try and get a bit of footage of putting a load or two in, and yeah, we'll come back at the end. Alright, so we literally just finished off with the Volvo. We got the soil in and in possession, which we'll see, I'll show you now shortly. But yeah, smashing machine. An L12 120H for anyone who knows anything about them. I know zero about them, I know nothing about them, but yeah, very capable machine, just from using it. Now, oh, awkward to use, camera slipping in my hand. Awkward to drive, awkward to use when you're not used to them. But I was using it there for, it took about 2 hours, not even 2 hours, just to do the bit we were doing, and we're starting to get the hang of it. But an impressive machine. It's like anything, the more you be using it, the more you get used to it. But that is it, Volvo. Alright, so it's a number of days later, got all that finished off, which was a great job. All the clay is back in on top of the wall where we wanted, and it's filled right back up. The only thing we have to do now is level it out. And initially we had thoughts of maybe getting a mini digger to do that and get it up there and get it done that way, but it's not that big of an area. A couple of us get up there, a few shovels and a rake. We'll not be that long straightening it out that way, and yeah, it'll be 100%. It's just to get it more or less a little bit of a flat area, flat base there, that we can pop the tyres onto, the sandbags and stuff like that, whenever we're covering the pit or taking the tyres off. That's all it is. So yeah, grand have it done. Still a bit at the end we have to fill back up when the silage pit empties out, but yeah, we'll finish off. It's only a small amount. Down the bottom, then we got it kind of half straightened out as well. A lot of the clay now is gone, a lot of the old bricks and blocks is gone, but there's a bit still left over for finishing off the rest of the wall, which is grand. But it is nicely tidied up and a lot better job than what it was. And it has rained a good bit over the last few days on it, so it is quite wet. You'll not be driving in there and doing much on it at the minute. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe get a bit of stone on it and stone it up, and a bit of an area then for parking some stuff if we need to, and yeah, be grand. But it's definitely tidier than what it was, which is what we wanted, because it's just turned into a mess over the last number of months. What are we doing now today? Actually, I've just been doing some washing. Bit of a mess, just we are filling the feeder and that. And I just washed it all down, basically from just above the door right across the whole yard, right down here. And we've gathered up some of the old silt and bits of silage and dirt and just grime from around the yard, and it's all there now as well. So one of the reasons why we wanted to clear everything down is over the next few days we have some barley that's still away in storage, and there's about 45 tonne I think or in or around. We're going to get that drew back and bust it here in the yard, so we're going to be drawing that. Possibly might be doing that tomorrow, and we'll maybe bust it on Friday and get it into the shed, because we are running a wee bit low on barley. Yeah, so that's really kind of what's going on at the minute. The feeds that we're feeding at the minute, barley, obviously, wheat, air-treated barley, and we're feeding a lot of maize now as well. So we got another load of maize collected this morning, and that's now in the shed. So we're not going to be just using as much barley and maize as what we were over the last months. Sorry, barley and wheat as we were over the last months. It reduces down and the maize meal goes up a bit, as we're just at that point now we're pushing the cattle. The other thing we've been doing today is the cow shed. Just starting to make the first preparations for getting it ready for calving. And in the back here, in the bedded area, it's scraping along the side here. There was some water that had built up. It gets in through the roof. There's all little spacings on the sheets of the roof. You can see them there. So you'll get a wee bit of water built in. The cows pee out through the bars, of course, as well, so that also causes a bit of water to gather in here, and they also dung out through it, so there's built up and muck there. So I've cleared all that, and it was washed earlier in the year. I'm going to give it a quick hose down again, as well as out here. There was some more here has to be moved, and a couple of bits and pieces here, fuel barrels, and we'll pull out the Amazon fertilizer spreader. And I'm going to just give this here a quick blast again with the hose, and we'll be disinfecting it then over the next number of days, or early next week. So just want to get the final prep done for cows calving. We don't have any just due yet, but they're supposed to start at the end of February, but as you all know, you could have ones a few weeks early, so just want to be ready for when that happens. So we're going to get it washed out. We're going to disinfect the floors, the bars of the pens, all that kind of stuff, the same as we done last year. And we're also going to this year, we're going to redo the walls. So last year we've done the walls with whitewash, and it was a complete and utter success with crypto. We went from having crypto for the last, I don't know, 7 years or so, and no crypto. And we're just going to continue and do the exact same regime as we done last year, which is wash it out, wash the floors out, disinfect everything, and whitewash the walls. So when it worked last year, we're going to keep going, and hopefully it continues to work this year, because we do not want the crypto back. So yeah, that's something that's going to be done over the next number of days as well. So I'll video that as we're doing it, and just show you progress of that going on as well. So yeah, some of the donkey work is done, moving it down and that, so we'll be washing it, and yeah, we're going to get that done. So yeah, tomorrow, if we are moving this barley down the road, I'll maybe get a bit of footage of that, and yeah, just take you along as we're doing that. I didn't put any slurry. A few people asked me to put any slurry out yet. Haven't had the need to put slurry out. I moved a wee bit of slurry from this tank here, the cow's tank, into one of the other tanks, but all the other tanks are about 3 foot from the top, 3 foot from the top. So we're okay for storage as such in all the other tanks. The only tank we were close was this near the cows, because with the storm the weekend, the rain somehow got into the tank and filled it up that last bit. So I just put the mixer into it yesterday, gave it a quick mix, and I put a couple of loads into a different tank. So I haven't put any slurry out. So yeah, a few different people asking me, did I put any slurry out? So yeah, none out, which I'm happy enough to have none out, because just with the way the weather turned, a good few people put out slurry even locally, and with all the rain, there's going to be no benefit out of it. It just washed into the rivers. Like, it's a waste of time putting slurry out when you have heavy rain coming like that. So yeah, happy not to have it out. I will probably put out some once we get to the end of January, early February, if the forecast is good and ground conditions are alright. I'll try to get a bit out then. So that's the plan with that. So that's an update on what's been going on over the last number of days. So yeah, as I say, I'll take you along for drawing some grain tomorrow and doing some more washing on the sheds. I'll take you along for all that when that is happening over the next number of days. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you haven't already subbed to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a like on the video, comment down below if you have any questions. See you in the next one.